Hello, mystical light beings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't done a live in forever, so I know it'll probably take a while for people to come in here. Let me kind of figure out how I want to do this. So I'm going to be using the mystical deck for sure. I did a reading a little bit before this just to see what the energy was, to kind of like get the vibe of the energy. And so far, it is like this major international death going on. And I don't mean like physical death, but a very mental and a very spiritual death where people are no longer going to be what they were just yesterday. I feel like a lot of people woke up today and started putting in new routines, maybe meditated this morning. Maybe you did something to fuel yourself differently today than what you have previously done. Hey, Mighty Mouse. Whatever you're doing that's new to your routine, it's a good thing, because what's happening right now is you're learning what serves your spirit and what doesn't serve your spirit at this time. So let's see what we're getting. Wow, Three of Wands is a really good card to get because it's saying you're taking things one step at a time, and that's really, really healthy for each of us to do. Take one thing, take it one by one, because if you do too much at once, it's going to be very overwhelming. And I feel like a lot of us have been doing a million tasks in a day and nothing's really getting finished, or it's not getting finished by our deadlines. So the best thing that you can do right now is really kind of set out a plan, write things one by one and organize them. So if you want to do something artistic and you have a deadline for that, make an artsy like planner, and like separate everything so that you can really figure out, okay, if I'm asking myself too much, how can I ask myself to do less or not put too much on my plate? Hi, I see you just said hey in the chat. If you guys have questions as well in the chat, feel free to put them in. I can go ahead and answer questions as well. But overall, I'm feeling this overwhelming energy of the past. And today we're sitting with our spirit and we're saying, that is not going to work. I don't like that energy. I don't want to be overwhelmed all day. I don't want to have anxiety. So I see today is kind of one of those days where we're saying, let's put something new into our routine so that we're not having these unhealthy things going on in our life. We're not having these unhealthy habits going on in our life. So, yeah. And the star card is saying it has been pretty rough for us lately. Yes, it has. It's been a lot of mass shootings, mass killings going on. And that's already overwhelming enough, especially for empaths. Even if you haven't witnessed somebody passing or you haven't witnessed that on social media, you haven't seen it, you still feel the collective energy of the planet right now. And it is very overwhelming. So, really be intentional with what you're doing every day and make sure that you're putting in these routines that are healthy for you. Are you eating healthy? Are you eating good things? Like a lot of people think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go vegetarian, that is healthy. It really depends on what you're eating. A lot of people go vegetarian and they eat just like bread and stuff all the time, and it's very heavy on them. So be very strategic with how you're stepping into these new routines. Don't just do something because it sounds healthy. Do something because it has fed you, it has fueled you. I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Mighty Mouse? But yeah, do things because of what they will bring to you personally and not what the world is saying it's doing for them. These trends are becoming quite toxic. I mean, it's no longer a personal thing. It's more so, oh, I want to be like these people, or I want to do this trend. Oh, I want a house that looks like this because that person looks happy in this house. No, why do you want what you want? Really deep dive into what you want, number one, and how that fits you and how you can create it in your personal life, because everything is not for everybody. A lot of 11 angel numbers are showing up as well. Those of you seeing any angel numbers with the number 11 or number 1 in it is because you're going through a major change in transformation right now. And you're being asked to keep the faith and be very unique at this time. Be uniquely you. Every bit of you that you are, be that and shine bright. So yeah, Three of Wands and saying that we're taking things one step at a time. We're changing our lives. We're transitioning our life, and we're kind of trusting the process at the same time. Some of you might have just quit a job. That is okay. It's okay. Hi, Janique. How are you? That is okay. Sometimes we have to find what fits us best. I personally just quit a job recently because I was like, y'all got too much drama going on. I don't do drama. I do not do drama. So start setting healthy boundaries for yourself. If you feel like you're in a space that is toxic, relieve yourself of that space. You are not stuck to that space. Oh, you're doing great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're doing great. Yeah, and the star is saying greater things are coming. Have faith in the journey. Those of us who are feeling very overwhelmed because of all the energy in the planet right now, just know that things are going to get better. Wheel of Fortune is saying that during the Saturn retrograde, a lot of us are experiencing karma. So what we've been putting out into the world is coming back. If you've been saying things, be sure that now you are saying things that you want into your life, that you want to welcome into your life, rather than the things that you don't want to welcome. People have said that time and time again. But what I also want to stress on you guys is be honest about how you're feeling in the moment as well. Because when you lie to yourself, you're not actually creating that manifestation. You're just lying to yourself. So if you feel angry in the moment, express why you feel angry, where this anger is coming from, where it stems from, and then kind of navigate through it. And then you'll find your joy once you navigate through it, okay? You'll feel more at peace. So if you're experiencing grief right now, how can you focus on that grief and figure out where it's coming from and why it's there? How can you turn it into something else? How can you make your grief artistic? How can you express your grief at this time if you're feeling grief or whatever emotions that you're feeling? And when you're happy, let yourself be happy. So many people feel like they can't be happy because there's so many bad things going on in the world. So they're like, I can't be happy. This person just lost their friend, or this person just lost their aunt, or this person's having a rough life. I can't be happy. But the truth is, if your life is going great right now, allow yourself to be happy. Ricardo says, hello. 11-3, as you spoke about angel numbers. Yeah, angel number 11 is really coming up recently, for real. Like, it's insane how much I'm seeing angel number 11, and I feel like I normally feel the collective energy as well. And number ones and twos are really showing up, I think, for all of us. And like I said earlier, that one is saying you're entering into a new beginning. You're kind of embracing this death that you're going through for this rebirth. And I know the title is probably like really scary and crazy, but reality is we are experiencing a death so that we can experience enlightenment. So we're really diving deep into ourselves, going to the darkest part of ourselves, navigating through it, whether that be emotions, experiences that we're holding on to in our chakras, whatever the case is. We're going through that darkness and we're allowing ourselves to face all of those demons and saying, well, I'm taking my control back because you've been subconsciously controlling me and I don't want that anymore. So take your control back, face all of those demons that you may have within you, and let them go one by one. Allow yourself to become who you're truly meant to be by facing who you already are. Let's see what else we get. The Lovers. So this is about truly loving yourself for all that you are. So many people say that the Lovers means you're going to enter into this magical relationship. Well, that magical relationship is with yourself. Love always starts with you. So ask yourself, how can you bring yourself more love? How can you embrace more of yourself, fall more into yourself, and face every bit of yourself? Wow, that is beautiful. So overall, the message is that there's a lot of karma going on right now. Facing all of the things that you've been through, releasing them, allowing yourself to love yourself, even through the darkest phases of your life, knowing that things will get better and taking things one by one. So this is what the Mystic Mondays deck. Let's go ahead and pick another deck so I can see what we got as well. And like I said earlier, you guys are welcome to ask me any questions if you have any. Let me see, Ricardo. What does 113 mean? Okay. So the ones, like I said, mean new beginnings and endings as well. 3 is talking about your ancestors. So it sounds like to me, your ancestors are present while you're going through major changes. And they're the ones that are actually guiding you through these changes. Let's see. Yep. So 113 also stands with angel number 5, and that already represents big major changes in your life. So sometimes what happens through changes, like we get really uncomfortable and we're kind of scared of them because we're not familiar with them. So we embrace, we're kind of experiencing all of this fear. But then we realize, wow, this is exactly what I asked for, or this is where I wanted to be led to. So that's always been interesting to me, that big changes, when they happen, we're like, no. But the reality is, it is kind of what we asked for, is what we prayed for. So embrace it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we've got all major arcanas from this deck. This is beautiful. And I'm seeing a lot of gold, which is saying your crown chakra is busting wide open. Okay. That is amazing, because that means your guides are able to communicate to you thoroughly, and you'll be able to actually understand them. So, angel numbers in your dreams, angel numbers when you go to the grocery store, angel numbers when you turn on the radio and it's not on the station that you turned it on, it's on another one, but it's like a station 999 or something like that. So listen to these angel numbers, listen to these numbers. You guys know, if you've been here for a while, that I do post angel number videos, spirit animal videos, spirit messenger videos as well. So 22, okay? 22, I hear you. Have faith in the journey and keep building those foundations. I just saw 22. But really listen to those angel numbers, guys, and be consistent. Allow yourself to be consistent. Janique says, right on, for sure. So the Chariot, this makes me so happy seeing this card every single time I see it, because this is saying that you are moving in the right direction. This is really good. And it means that maybe lately you've been stagnant. Maybe lately you haven't been able to go out and enjoy yourself. Maybe lately your kids haven't been listening to you. Whatever the case is, the Chariot symbolizes progress, okay? So there's going to be a lot of progress. If you've been stuck somewhere, stuck in a mindset, stuck in grief, stuck in sadness, stuck in anger, wherever you've been stuck, you're about to rise to the other side. And this is really good, because you've been building those foundations. And that explains why I'm seeing the angel number 4 as well. You've been building these foundations to heal yourself and renew your spirit, which is why you're going through this current death and embracing this new rebirth. So it says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Like I just said, okay? So be consistent. Be working on yourself at all times, and be intentional with all of your actions. And honestly, it's a little hard to do at first. So even if you're not being completely consistent at first, don't beat yourself up. Just say, well, this is what I want to do. And it's okay that I didn't do all of it today. But look, there's tomorrow, okay? Or there's an hour from now, and maybe I can try it later. Do not beat yourself up. Just know that you're making major progress, okay? Celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Some of you are graduating. I love it. Some of you are probably giving birth right now. Some of you are finally moving into your new place. Whatever the case is, you are making progress, and it may not feel like it because you aren't exactly where you want to be, but know that this is the journey, and it's taking you to your vision, okay? 3 and 4. Okay, so we have the Empress, and then we have the Emperor. The Empress says it's time to take action. It's time to put those things into play, okay? Put those things into play. Start sketching them out. Well, what do I want my daily routine to look like? What job do I want? And what do I want that job to look like? I actually do coaching on stuff like that. If you wanted to know like how to do certain things, I can help you figure that out. My intuitive sessions all include coaching already. So we can figure that out together. But yeah, the focus is really figuring out, what do I need in my life? How can I bring this to my life, and sketching it all out and then putting it into play. Okay, so if you haven't sketched it all out yet, it's time to definitely do that. Put that into action, do your play-by-play, and then let's work it out. The power of creativity. Wow. So a lot of us are embracing new experiences right now. Just you going a new place is powerfully creative. Okay. Just you saying new words is creative. Creativity is something new, something that sparks joy within you, something that sparks joy within others as well, something completely unique and authentic. Okay. So embrace all the authentic parts of yourself so that you can create something beautiful. Success that allows for a life of luxury. So I really see soon you guys are going to be like chilling, laid back, not having a care in the world, not having all these hardcore expectations that other people put on you, but really embracing your true self. And I freaking love that, because all of us deserve to sit in our own energy and love it. Too many of us are giving ourselves like we are giving too much of ourselves away to other people, especially people that do not value us. We're expecting people to love us at some point, but they haven't shown that love yet. They haven't shown that acceptance yet. So why do we keep putting ourselves in these predicaments, in these situations, in these households, in these businesses, in these locations that do not accept us for who we are? If you keep doing that, eventually you will not accept yourself either. You will not love yourself either. So put yourselves in rooms where you can feel the energy and it's magic and it sparks the best parts of you. If you are not in those energy fields yet, then it's time to start looking elsewhere. It's time to explore, who am I? What are my boundaries? What boundaries do I want to place in my life? And what are my expectations? What do I want to experience in my life? So yeah, okay. The Emperor, use logic and structure to increase your success. So a lot of us have these visions, these dreams, these ideas, but where's the structure? Like, where's the organization? How are we going to execute this? And if we have 1,000,001 ideas, how in the heck are we going to be able to focus on one of them to make them come true? It's time to focus on one thing in each area. Focus on one thing. I remember when me and my husband were living in Italy. And the first year, it was so hard to figure out how we were going to clean. This was the first time we ever lived together. We didn't know how to do it. And I remember I would clean every room at once. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even sound real. But I would literally go into each room and figure out something and then go to another room, pick out something, and then go to another room, throw that away, and then put that in the closet. And then it was chaos. And I remember one time my husband looked at me and he was like, "Why don't you just clean one room at a time?" And I was like, why have I never thought about that? Like, it would be more effective if I focused on cleaning one room at a time. So that's for you. If you're cleaning a particular part in your spirit, clean that one area at a time. Focus on that one area, that one chakra, that one energy field at a time. When you focus on that one place at a time, it will rise so well and so quickly compared to if you were focusing on every piece at a time. When I work and do Reiki on people, I focus on one chakra at a time. Why? Because it's more effective. I'm hiring that energy in one aura field right now, right then and there at once. And it's beautiful. You can kind of increase the energy the more you focus on it as well. So focus on that one area. Do not try to focus on every single piece and part of you at one time. Just focus in one area, okay? And you will better that area. And it will be all that you dreamed because you focused on it. You didn't get distracted. You focused on it. So yeah, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. I'm feeling this heavy energy of parents or older brothers and sisters, or maybe aunts, uncles, people that are guides for their family members. I'm really getting this feeling of you're a great and compassionate leader. This is specifically for people that are like parental figures or older siblings. This is the energy that I'm getting for you all. You are a compassionate leader, and that is a good thing. A lot of people feel like they have to change when they're around people because they feel like, oh, this person's going to say I need to beat this person, or I need to beat this baby, or I need to beat this child. No, don't do that. Don't freak out. Don't feel embarrassed by a child's behavior around you. If they're rolling around on the floor and all types of stuff, just sit there and still be that compassionate leader. When other people are around, like your parents or something, and you feel like they're going to say you need to handle this differently, let that voice in your head go. And even if they do say something, you are a firm and compassionate leader regardless. So be you in all moments, no matter who is around. Just be you. It's the best thing that you can do, because you're also teaching other people that are around how to be firm and compassionate as well. I remember a lot of people used to feel like I needed to be harder on my son, and who knows how he'll turn out. But I am very compassionate to him, but I still let him know I'm leading you. So it can make people uncomfortable when new generations or new trends are happening and stuff. Like, our generation or my generation is very more laid back and doesn't believe in like hitting kids and stuff like that. And that is okay. Like, it's okay. So if you're different and you're doing things differently than the previous generation or people that are around you, know that it's okay to just be you. We're all experimenting, we're all figuring things out as we go. So don't beat yourself up and don't change who you are just because someone else is around. Okay, that's the big theme of the fairy deck that I just picked. And I think I'll do one more deck. I'll do the angel answers. I never actually say this name of this deck. So it was weird. I was like, what is the name of it? Angel Answers. Oh, wow. So this really goes hand in hand with the star card that we got earlier. The star card we got earlier. It says the situation will improve. So if things have been challenging for you, you've been a little low on money, you've been struggling, you've been mentally struggling, physically struggling, whatever the case is, the situation will improve. But what you have to do is keep trying your best. That's your step. That's all that's in the process for you. On the other side, your guides are working for you. They're supporting you. Your angels are supporting you. So you are well supported, but this is a process. So be patient with it and don't rush yourself through it. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. I do want to do lives more often like I used to. I used to do them like every week or twice a week. If you guys did enjoy this, please do go ahead and comment and reach out to me or whatever you can do. And yeah, I love you guys and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.